friends. I don't have to spend that much, but 95% of the guys here are gay. Homeless people will talk to you. A lot of people drop out. My mental stability. Freaking Zara, it's scary. I don't like living in a dorm. Hello you guys, today I will be telling all about moving to California, going to AMDA, and all the things about like college, going to a performing arts school. I get so many questions in my DMs and my comments, just people asking me straight up. So in October I moved to Los Angeles, California, and I go to a performing arts school called AMDA, the American Musical and Dramatic Academy. I'm currently halfway through my first semester, so I'll do a check-in with one of these videos every once in a while, hopefully. I asked for questions on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and I got quite a few. We're gonna start off very easy. What's your favorite class? My favorite class, okay, lecture course is dance and pop culture. Dance class, I would have to say hip hop foundations. Dance and pop culture, we basically learn about like the different types of dance and dance in the real industry. So I really like that class, it's very interesting for me. Next question, was it hard for you to get adjusted to the time zone change? Not really, because California is 3 hours behind Virginia where I was. So like, I feel like getting adjusted to my sleep schedule, I was always tired like the first week. I was able to go to sleep like at an early time, and that like really set my sleep schedule for like the rest of the year. It wasn't that hard getting adjusted to the time zone change. I like flying from Virginia to California because you have like more time. It feels like I just got more time added to my life. So I like the time zone change. Have you met any famous celebrities yet? Okay, I went to Ralph Macchio's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. I saw Ralph Macchio, which if you don't know who that is, that's the Karate Kid. I'm a really big Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fan, so I met William Zabka and Gianni, which it was insane, guys. I met so many people, it was cool. I was at this party and Trey Songz showed up and he sang some songs and it was crazy. Like so I basically met Trey Songz because I was like right up close to him. How is dorm life? Dorm life? Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like living in a dorm. It's fun sometimes, like when it's like 3 in the morning and you're just like running down the halls with your like roommates and friends and stuff like that. That's so super extremely fun. It's like having a sleepover every night, but also it's like having a sleepover every night. When I want to come to my room and just like sit there and think about something or like freak out, like crash out about something that happened that day, I have 3 people looking at me and it's just like, can you like turn around or something? Which brings me to the next question, which I get a lot, is how many roommates do you have and do you like your roommates? So I have 3 roommates. So there's 4 of us in like one big room basically. And there's 1 bathroom. There's a full-size refrigerator and a microwave in our dorm. Yeah, it's just a really small space. But I do like my roommates. My roommates are cool as I don't know what. Like I love them so much, but it is hard living with 3 other people. With the small amount of space, we don't have like a full kitchen table. We don't have like a kitchen, but we do have a common area kitchen. Yeah, most of the time I like eat on my bed and I don't like that. And then also when you spill things, it's really hard to clean up with like the lack of space and like resources and stuff like that. I give it like a 5 out of 10. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still pretty, I don't like it. Maybe it's because I'm so used to having my own room and like my own space and my own time to myself, but yeah, I don't like living in a dorm. How was the move mentally for you? So I felt, okay, I'm the expect the worst type of person. Like I'm gonna expect the worst so that I'm like never disappointed. I was really expecting to hate it here, not like it, but I was like, I'm gonna push through it regardless because I'm trying to be a professional dancer. But I actually really do like it here, and like mentally, I'm in a very good place. Like I really do be vibing. Yeah, I feel like I'm better mentally than I was in Virginia, and I'm thriving really, like surprisingly. Because I know for a lot of people, this is really, really hard on them, and like seeing the changes in my classmates and like people around me, it's insane. Grateful to God for my mental stability because it's very much needed in this environment. So do you have a boyfriend? Child, no. And guys, let me just tell you, going to a performing arts school, 95% of the guys here are gay. So it's just like, honestly, I don't want a boyfriend right now because it's just like a distraction, honestly. And I'm looking at other people with boyfriends and stuff and I'm like, I don't really want that, not gonna lie. Like, not right now. How early are your classes? My earliest class is at 9 a.m. but it's online. Yeah, and then my earliest in-person class is at 10 a.m. but some students have like 8:30 a.m. classes, and I think that's the earliest AMDA goes. What is your top advice for high school seniors going into college/university? I would say do what you want to do. Don't do anything because somebody else wants you to do it. If you have a dream, like go ahead and follow it, because I don't know, I've never wanted to be that person that's like, oh, I wish I did this, or I wonder what would have happened if I followed my dreams. There's so many people like that like around me. I don't want to be like that. Oh, I wish I had followed my dance dreams. Like, no. I don't want to live with that what if question in my head, so I'd say just go for it. Whatever you want to follow, whatever college you want to go to, go for it. Next question, what were the challenges of moving to LA? It wasn't many challenges, just the fact that it's like
super extremely expensive.
Yeah, that's the main issue about living here. Everything's expensive, and I think I got a question about that. Yeah, someone said, is LA as expensive as people say? Yes, it's so expensive here, but the thing is, you gotta find the deals. You gotta find different places to eat. You don't have to go shop at freaking Zara. I don't know, the expensive stores. Like, go to Marshall's, go to Ross, go to the thrift stores. Thrifting in LA is amazing. Those are like where you get the good stuff. I feel like, me personally, when I first got here, I was spending so much money, but then now I'm living here for a few weeks, I'm realizing it's not that serious. I don't have to spend that much money. I feel like I found the deals and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty expensive living here, and the biggest challenge moving here was the expensiveness. Were you scared moving to LA by yourself? Honestly, yes, a little bit. I was a little bit. I didn't like to say it out loud, but I was a little scared moving here by myself. But then I got here, you realize everybody here is living by themselves, like, for the most part. I realized like people live here every day and like nothing's happening to them. The homeless population is absolutely insane here. Like, it's scary, and the homeless people will talk to you. They will interact with you, but you vibe with it and then you get used to it, and it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, I was a little scared moving here. Not as scared as people may think, but I was a little terrified, not gonna lie. I'm thriving now though, like I said. What's the hardest thing about going to a dance college? So like a performing arts school. It's just that everyone's a performer. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. Everyone's trying to make it. Everybody is here to become the best version of themselves. So like, that's a good part, and it's also a bad part in ways that I can't even explain. I don't even think I can make it into words. But it is a little annoying that everyone's trying to maneuver their way through. I don't know. I gotta get back to that question, because what? Do you have time to take classes in different dance studios around LA? I do have time, surprisingly, in between classes and like after classes. A lot of them like later at night, and then also on the weekends. I know if I was like in the production here, I would have way less time.
That's why I'm glad I'm laying low my first semester.
Yeah, I've had time to take classes at other studios like Millennium, Playground, 88. A lot of students here take classes at those places like on a weekly basis. Okay, what is your favorite food place in LA? Okay, the Breakfast Club. That place has so many options, and it's so like aesthetically pleasing. It's like a selfie museum in there. It's insane. I love the Breakfast Club. And then also there's this place called Chibo. I go there all the time. It's really good. Next question, is AMDA a hard environment? This is a question that could be expanded a little, but I think yes, it's a hard environment. It's a tough environment. You're dancing multiple hours every day. You have a schedule, you have homework. But honestly, I'm in my first semester, so I hear like around third semester
It gets a little crazy.
we're definitely gonna check in like every semester with this type of video. But yeah, it's a hard environment. I can see how a lot of people like wouldn't thrive here. Some people just aren't used to that structure, like being told like this is what you're doing at this time. So yeah, I can understand why like a lot of people drop out of this school, but like me personally, I came prepared for that, and that's the environment I wanted. Like, I wanted a really tough environment that was like gonna break me to the bone and make me the best I can be. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Like, I can see so much improvement in myself like the first few weeks already. I love the environment. I love that it's a hard environment and that I can't just slack off in all my classes. Like, I have to put my best foot forward and be my best self in every single class, and the teachers don't accept anything less. Who's your favorite teacher? I love all my teachers. The teachers here are like mad cool, and they'll like randomly not come to class because they're like performing somewhere. It's like they're all like working in the industry, and I freaking love that. It's so cool. Yeah, I don't want to say who my favorite teacher is because that's just like, yeah. Is it always hot in LA? Absolutely not. It's cold most of the time. It's usually hot like around the middle of the day. It's usually cold in the morning, and then it gets hot around the middle of the day, and then it goes back to cold. And it's because it's literally December as I'm filming this, so it's the winter time. It's cold. I've been here during the summer. It is hot a lot of the time, but usually at night it gets cold. I can't stand the cold, and that's one of the main reasons I wanted to live in LA, because everybody says it's so hot here, but during the winter I'm like freezing. At a performing arts school, do you have to take like the core subjects like science and math? Yes and no. We have to take English because I'm pretty sure that's mandatory at all colleges, I think. I don't know. We do have to take English, and I think we have to take math too. I'm not taking math my first semester, but I do take English. But at some point, I do think I'm gonna have to take like a basic math class. The English and math classes are really easy though, because like this is a performing arts school. Like, they know we're not trying to become a scientist or like a journalist. Like, we're performers. So they give us like the basics that we need to know, and yeah.
My English class is pretty easy, not gonna lie.
And we do take like anatomy classes and like history classes, but it's like dance history. Like my anatomy class is like a fitness and injury prevention class, so it's teaching you like the different parts of the body, how to use them correctly. How's the cafe food at AMDA? I talk a lot about the cafe food on my vlogs and like my story and stuff, but honestly, I like the cafe. It's not bad. I wish they had more variety, but like they have burgers, quesadillas. They have this thing called Hotline Special, where it's like a different meal every day of the week or weekday. And they also have meals that you can like warm up, and they have like different snacks. I think the AMDA food plan is very solid. I do like the cafe. I eat there a lot. Last question, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in your dance career so far? So like I've done like a little professional work, but it's not like I'm a professional dancer. What I've learned so far is to have confidence, because I think confidence takes you a long way. Having your own personality takes you a long way. I'm hearing that from like every teacher. They're like, just have your own confidence and personality. Also, just put yourself out there. I've gained so many opportunities just from like making videos, at which
It's really hard for me.
which I know you wouldn't be able to tell by how much I do it. Making videos is really hard because people look at you a certain way. They just like assume you're a certain way. But yeah, that is the end of this video. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments. I think this was really, this was a fun video to film. I think I'll try to do like one of these every semester, just to like check in. Living in California, going to a performing arts school, how has it been? Stay tuned for all my videos. I'm trying to post a lot more now that I'm like settled into my schedule here at AMDA. Check out my social medias. I update my social medias every single day, so that's how you keep updated with me. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and more daily vlogs of my life. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.